weeks ago, we went to Great Wolf Lodge. We've heard lots of good things about it. Me, Aiden, Aviana, and my wife, and brother-in-law and their kids. So we had a little 8-pack going. Had a really good time. We had heard a lot of good things about Great Wolf Lodge. Heard some negative things. So I thought, man, what better way to use the VR 180 footage than doing a video review so it looks like you're actually there. So did Great Wolf Lodge live up to all the hype? Was it a letdown? Let's find out. I had not read any reviews, so I went in not knowing hardly anything about the hotel except for it had a pretty nice indoor water park, which of course the kids were very excited about, but didn't know that it had a lot of other activities. I was pleasantly surprised by the decorations up. It gave you a feeling of being in a different place in a different time. It was kind of hard to believe that we were still in the Dallas area. The check-in process was fairly easy. They did upsell us on quite a few packages for the kids, various activities that were discounted. I think we spent $100 on each child to get them a Build-A-Bear, a Magi Quest game, which I did not know anything about, a free wand, and a leather bracelet, compass quest, and a couple of extra, a go at the ropes course, which I knew nothing about, and a couple of extra little perks. Since the crown jewel of this resort is the pool and the water park area, I will start there. Since it's the only part of the resort that I had heard anything about, I'm going to start off at the water park area. The water park, even though it is small, it is complete with a wave pool, lazy river, tons of kids areas, and even though not too many slides for adults, the slides are really good in comparison to other water parks that I've visited. There's multiple kids areas, so there's plenty for them to do. They're not going to get bored anytime soon. Extremely impressed with the kids area. It was huge. Your little ones will not be disappointed. Plenty to do, plenty to explore. It would take quite a while for them to get bored of this area. At being 6 years old, my kids did not fully explore this area, but for the ages of 3 to 7 or so, your kids are going to have a really fun time. They have a second small, shallow pool, very safe. Lifeguards watching the area, controlling what the kids are doing. I felt very safe with my kids being in this water. Several water slides, small kids area, the adults can get in with them. It was really nice. And now on to the water slides. The water slides I was extremely impressed with for being an indoor water park. They actually beat most of the water slides in the outdoor water parks that I visited. There was way more than what I was expecting. They made very good use out of their outdoor space, taking the slides from indoors to outdoors enclosed and then back indoors. Even though it was mid-February, it was the same temperature in those water slides as it was inside the building. So you stayed nice and warm. They were fast, they were furious, they were fun. Even though the hotel was fairly packed, the waits were not very bad on all the water slides due to the other activities that were going on inside the hotel, being Magi Quest, Compass Quest, and the Ropes Bridge course. Our whole party had an amazing time in all of the water park. Oh, and I almost forgot, the hot tubs. Where some might find it's kind of gross getting in a hot tub full of kids, they did have a hot tub full of kids. They had 2 separate hot tubs, one for kids, in which they did allow kids and adults into. It was perfect for warming up if you get a little bit chilled from being in the water. The other hot tub was for strict adults. I never once saw a kid come in here. They keep it fairly regulated to where only adults will come into this spa. The next highlight of our trip was the ropes course. The only rope courses I've visited in the past were at Urban Air, so not too much to compare it on, but this was awesome. The staff was very helpful, very friendly, and the ropes course themselves were a lot of fun for my kids and for myself. My wife didn't come on. I apologize for not being able to get recordings while on the rope course. They did not allow it, so just showing you from the ground. There was lots of variety in the rope course. It is 4 levels high, so when you're in the top, it's a little bit scary for your little ones, and maybe for yourself. A lot of fun. They had some great variety in the different courses, fairly easy going from one course to the next, and most important, we felt very safe and secure. They have a lot of safety measures in place to make sure that no one's going to get hurt. The highlight of the ropes course for me was the zip lines. These were awesome. I wasn't expecting a zip line, especially at these heights, at a ropes course, so I was very pleasantly surprised. It was fast, it was fun, exhilarating, and I'll definitely be coming back. So far I've talked about just pluses, but let's talk about the minuses, and that brings us into Magi Quest. A very neat concept. My kids absolutely loved this, but there were some issues that we had that really took away from the experience. Just to start off with, when we went to pick up our, in quotes, free wand that we got with our package, it turned out that the free wands were behind the counter, not even being displayed, so the kids had already picked out their perfect wand and their toppers. What the topper is a piece that goes on the back that makes some noise, lights up. It is really neat and really expensive. Before we knew it, with 4 kids, we had over $100 in extra content for our wands, where we did expect to pay a little bit of an upcharge if the wands were premium. We did not expect to spend that much. But the kids had already picked out their wands, they were happy with them, so we paid the price and moved on. What we had a problem with through the Magi Quest were broken items. Some of the chests that you go into would not open. One that I did open by force found that had a bunch of broken glass in it. A lot of the items, the sound were turned off or the audio was broken, which really took away from the experience and took you out of the moment. One of the neatest parts of Magi Quest was fighting the dragon, but they made it so difficult, even the adults were having an extremely hard time getting through this part of the quest. I will be setting up a separate video giving people hints and tips on how to beat the dragon. It was really neat seeking out the items for the quests and going back for more. Next, I would like to talk about Compass Quest. Not much to talk about. Even when we went to pick up our compasses and start the game, the person at the counter told us, really don't even bother, it's not worth it. You'll be running around the hotel, just inserting your compass into the various items, just seeing if they work or not. Even just starting out the quest, the machine that you go to pick up your missions, the audio was busted, and so we couldn't hear what to do next. Other parts of the hotel, you have your gift shop. I guess it's neat as far as gift shops go, not one for gift shops, but they had some nice stuff in there. The Build-A-Bear station, again, part of the $100 package that we bought into for a free Build-A-Bear. They had the characters from Great Wolf Lodge, as well as some other characters. And of course, they try to upsell you on clothing for your bears. So you'll probably be spending another $18 to $25, $18 to $30 on clothing for your bear. We chose not to go that route and just keep our bears naked. The arcade.
Hurry up, Aiden.
Pretty much it's a huge money suck in my opinion. Not a lot of fun games, more games of chance. to win tickets. And of course, you have to have a lot of tickets to buy anything in their store. There is a Starbucks, which we did not visit. There is a ice cream shop, which we did not visit. The restaurant, pretty nice. We did the buffet each meal. The morning character breakfast was decent as far as breakfasts go. The character portion of it was pretty much worthless, in our opinion. The kids weren't excited about it because, of course, no characters that they know. All they did is walk around every 30 minutes singing a little song and gathered at the entrance for you to take photos with your child. But being that you can take photos with your child during the day at any time with these characters, it wasn't a big perk to the breakfast. But nice variety in the food.
So what did y'all think of dinner here when we had it?
So to end this review, we were extremely impressed with Great Wolf Lodge. Definitely worth going. It was kind of annoying that there was a couple of items that seemed to almost try to ruin the experience for us. It did have some disappointing areas, but also this is the only place that I've been to in the United States that kept you inside the hotel and didn't have you running all over the city. It was very impressive to have this in Dallas. Great Wolf Lodge definitely felt like a nice getaway, even though you're staying close to home.